Good evening. You know what this program is. It's Thursday, the 17th of November. Welcome back to another episode of CUTT Live on a Thursday. You're so familiar with me by now. It's practically a norm. We are back discussing everything CUTT business affiliates in our lovely new studio. And of course, in our lovely new studio that can now accommodate guests. And we have our first guest who's sitting in studio waiting to be interviewed. Very excited about that. Very excited about our other guests who are waiting in studio, as well as those who are going to join us online. Our first guest, and I'm very excited to announce this guest, it's from VMAD Design Concepts. His name is Arun Lal. He is the owner of VMAD Design Concepts. Arun, welcome to the program. And first thing I want to know, I did not ask, what does VMAD stand for?
So it stands for Visualization, Modeling, Animation, and Drawings.
Ah, you see, I'm glad I saved that question because I knew there had to be some pertinence in it. I didn't see it in the name, so I figured that there was an explanation for what the VMAD stands for. Arun, tell us everything about what VMAD Design Concepts does.
All right. Well, basically, I am an architectural company or business. I mainly do house plans, drawings for both residential, commercial, and I do 3D designs, 3D animations, and recently partnered with some contractors to do construction as well.
Okay. All right. And how long have you been in this business?
I would say 6 to 7 years.
6 to 7 years.
In the construction sector, at least 10 years.
Okay, so you used to do this before you branched out on your own?
Yeah.
So you come with a nice wealth of knowledge packed behind you.
Yeah.
All right, so how big is your business? I know we usually bring on a lot of small to medium-sized businesses. What's your team like? How many people working with you? It's just you?
It's just me, yeah.
Wow! And you're doing all of this by yourself?
Yes. So I do the finances, the site visits, the work itself, and managing the business.
Now, some people might say that, wow, we're doing it all by himself, but actually I love that personalized touch. So that means that you are involved from start to end. You're not out subcontracting the work to other people who may not actually get the client's design concept. You're there with them.
True,
design. Lovely. And I think that personal touch is what would add to the service that you're offering. So tell me, what are you offering to Citizens Union members?
Well, so for all projects, everybody as a member get 15% off.
A nice whopping 15% off. So this is on all of the design,
all
plans?
all the services, no matter how small it is, no matter how big it is. So it could just be if you want to submit for outline approval to town country, it could be all drawings needed for approval to building, or from just drawings to 3D to animations. Everything is included in the discount.
Do you also help people navigate the cluster mess that is getting your approvals in from town and country and stuff like that? Because I've been through that process and I can tell you it is a headache of its own.
Yes, I go through it every step at a time. Also, without the discount for everyone, I do free site visits and free consultations.
Oh, nice. And I think that is something. And I've seen some of the work that you do. Ooh, that's nice. I'm seeing some of the work that you did here. Where are you based?
So currently I'm based in Cooper. I don't have an office as yet. But
you don't need one really.
Not really, but I like to meet people in person before going forward. So I meet all my clients convenient to their location.
Okay, so you are mobile and you can meet them where they are. That's really good to know. So you're offering 15% off of your services to all Citizens Union members. Yes, if you're not a CUTT member, you're not getting 15% off. Hard luck. But that's the whole point of the show, right? To advertise what CUTT members get to benefit from, how you can save, particularly for the upcoming Christmas season. I know this might be a slightly busier time for you as people may be wanting to remodel or redesign and
backyards, stuff like that.
I want to upgrade my little backyard lineman space. I just got a puppy. Floof was supposed to come on the program this afternoon. Dwayne told me to bring him, but everything now I think about now is with my puppy in mind. So I would love to, redesign my backyard so you have a nice little space to run around and play in. That's good. It's good to know that we have a growing number of people who can literally service all the different aspects of your life. We have security, somebody's in security is coming up next. Now we have somebody who's talking your designs and the architectural part of if you want to do any remodeling to your home. So if you're thinking about doing that this Christmas, if you're thinking about doing that in the near future, you have VMAD Design Concepts offering you 15% off. That's a really nice discount plus free consultations on site visit. I mean, you can't get better than that.
Yeah.
Right? All right, Arun, anything else you would like to say in closing? This is your 2 minutes to plug your business. Anything that you think is going to pique the interest of our viewers? This is your moment.
All right. Well, what I'd like to say is that the way this business started up was really, I guess everyone probably experienced this already, looking at HGTV or channels abroad, and you can see them remodeling and getting that 3D aspect.
Yeah.
And that's something that wasn't easily sourced locally. There were people doing it, but it wasn't something popular. So while I was started doing it, I realized the market was starting to catch up. So that's why I wanted to branch off more into cinematic, kind of realistic 3D aspect in terms of providing the client something that they could foresee what it's going to be like.
Okay.
So that's my aim right now, and like I said, we do provide construction services as well.
I was just about to ask that. So after you do the nice planning and the visualizations and 3D and stuff, you're going to put...
Yeah, so we'll start off with the drawings, simple workflow. We could do sketches, then we could submit, get the drawings. While the drawings going through the process, we can start working in 3D, so you have an idea what you're working with. And with the 3D, you could change the tiles, the colors, the landscaping, etc. And at that stage, when we get back approvals, then we could do the construction estimates, and it's the whole process from
start to end. I love that. Open and end. I mean, I think that's excellent service to have on hand. And it's good to know, like I say, that we have such a growing number of people who can assist in areas like, I mean, your house, your premises, your residence. You want it to look nice as possible. And if you can see beforehand what the end product might look like, I'm looking at some of your work there. I think definitely people would be more their interest would be more piqued, and they would definitely want to reach out if they know exactly. Look at that. That's so nice. I'm looking straight out of HGTV. I love the little Trini flag that you add in as a...
Well, I try to incorporate as much local content as possible, because at least one of my projects, they didn't think it was possible to source this locally.
Yeah.
And they were trying to do it internationally.
Okay.
So eventually you'll see it because I don't think it's ready for the public yet. But yeah, I try to push the local content as much as possible. In my work, if it's like little Easter eggs like the flag, you might notice in one of the images I have art as decor, but it's areas of Trinidad and Tobago. So little things that points to Trinidad and Tobago in all my work.
I like that.
Yeah.
Keeping it local.
Yeah, as much as possible. Yeah.
All right, Arun, I have no other questions unless you want to say anything in closing to the viewers. You can look straight at your camera and talk to them, tell them why they should choose you as their service provider for what you're offering. Well,
in a nutshell, it's a personal business. It's a personal discussion between me and the client, which will be you. I go through the whole process. Like I said, we have free consultation, so I explain everything in terms of getting approvals. I have very competitive prices, and then for CUTT members, you have an additional 15% off. So in the long term, I think it was a good investment, and with VMAD, it's something unique to the market.
Nice. No other questions. I think you said it perfectly. It was a pleasure having you on.
Thank you.
How long have you been a business affiliate with the Citizens Union?
So it was going on probably a year and something.
Okay, yeah. So you're another one of our foundation members. Thank you for being one of our foundation members, and it was a pleasure doing this program with you. Don't forget to talk to Dwayne, who would have booked you on the program. Make sure you get a clip of this so that you can post it on your social media, your website, if you want to send it out to your clients. I think this is absolutely great information for them to have, and they can learn how they can save even more if they join the Citizens Union of Johannesburg. Yeah? All right, take care and thank you for coming. All right, so we're moving straight into our next guest. This next guest is going to be online. It's an online guest. We are bringing in Mr. Alvin Matthews from Beanie's Empire Maxi and Taxi Services. Welcome, Alvin, to the program. And it looks like you are in the Maxi that you're selling to us as your product or service. Good evening. All right. They seem to be sticking a little bit. David, you experiencing that on your end as well? All right, so let me. We're going to who? Sorry? All right, it looks like we're having a little bit of problems with this guest. So while they sort out those technical issues, I am going to bring on the next online guest, which is Mr. Aaron or Dr. Aaron Lewis from Louis Herbal. Welcome to the program, Mr. Lewis. Audio, we're not getting any audio.
Hear me now?
Hearing you perfectly. Welcome to the program, Alvin. Sorry, Aaron.
Good night. How you guys going? Good?
We are good. It's a pleasure to have you here. I see you are from Louis Herbal. You offer a wide range of medical services, x-rays, blood tests, scans, etc.
Yes, so what we do at Louis Herbal, I'm a doctor of natural medicine, but we incorporate both integrated medicine and natural medicine to allow the patient to get proper health care at its best. So some of the services that we offer at the clinic is our full body analysis, where we scan the entire body, looking for ailments and pathogens of the body. And then we do services like massage therapists, chiropractic work. Also, we do lab works, which is like CBCs, blood panels, liver panels, kidney panels, cholesterol, sugar, the full works. So we offer a wide range of services at Louis Herbal Health Clinic. We could talk about services all day when it comes to the stuff that we do at the branch.
Okay, and where are you all based?
We are based at number 18 Parakeet Street, Tacarigua. And also we are located at Orange Grove Road in Tobago.
All right, so you have two locations. That's good. And that's good for our CUTT members in Tobago, because most of our businesses are focused, I want to say unfortunately, but I mean, we have to start somewhere. Most of our businesses are based in Trinidad, and you're like the second or third business affiliate that I heard of who have and offer services in Tobago. So that warms my heart, because our aim is to expand across Trinidad and Tobago and make sure that whether you live from Aruga to Scarborough, you're covered in terms of places that you can access as a CUTT business affiliate. And from what I see you're offering, you are clearly a service that is in demand. I mean, people are calling me all the time asking, where can I go for this x-ray? Where can I follow up on this? And it's good to know that we have you all on board with us. Anything else you would like to say about your business? This is your platform.
I will always advise persons to come to my clinic. The reason for that is because when it comes to health, I think we top the game when it comes to health, because you get the best of both worlds. There are some patients, they have issues with their joints. Some patients have issues with their back. We have a massage/chiropractor at our office to help patients with that. There are some persons suffering with ailments and issues of the body, and they cannot get that answer that they're looking for. We have a wide range of services to analyze the body so patients can understand what they're going through. And then we also have a wide range of health products that will be able to assist these patients with whatever they're going through to help them overcome those ailments that they are facing on a daily basis.
Aaron, what is your position at Louis Herbal?
Well, I'm the doctor at Louis Herbal. I'm the practitioner as well too. We also have a practitioner, a chiropractic practitioner on board. Both of us are the only two practitioners, so all the patients pass through me to make sure that everything is okay at the clinic.
Every time I hear chiropractor, my back as instantly think of getting my back cracked. See, he does that. He could crack
Yeah.
your back and thing. Now, give you an adjustment.
Yes, he's. I believe he's one of the best at Louis Herbal Health Clinic. We try to bring on the best because I always classify myself as one of the best naturopaths in Trinidad. So I surround myself with persons who are the best as well to at their field. For example, our phlebotomist who take blood, she's one of the best phlebotomists in Trinidad.
Okay.
Our chiropractor, he's really one of the best when it comes to any kind of spinal issues. There are persons who go to physiotherapists for months and years, and we solve that issues and close off that case in less than 2 weeks.
Wow.
So we do pretty good work done at Louis Herbal. So I always advise persons, even for the entire pandemic, we've been doing good work at Louis Herbal, helping patients overcome COVID and all these things. We build our reputation from that as well too. We have a very high success rate in that arena. So when it comes to health, I believe we kind of have everything under control when it comes to health. All our patients are satisfied. I mean, there's one or two because you kind of tend to everyone with high quality, so you get 95% of the persons that they attend to. But we try our best. We try our best, even if we have to, get to call that patient to make sure that patient is okay. Like all these things, follow-ups and all these things is, that takes a lot of time and effort. So we try our utmost best to get patients the 100% care that they need, especially our more critical patient. We give them more attention because they require more attention than a person who just comes in the clinic for just a simple acid reflux or a chest pain or something like that. So we kind of give the patients who are more critical the more attention, but we try to give all our patients the best attention that they could possibly get.
I mean, I hear it in your voice. I hear the passion in your voice clearly, and I heard you mention that you're a naturopathic doctor.
Yes.
So you deal with using natural medicines and herbs to heal your ailments.
Yes. So naturopathic doctors, we train for like about 5 years abroad in school before we become practitioners of natural medicine. And we study the art of all natural medicine, not just, most persons know about the herbal medicine, but we study homeopathic medicine, we study patch flower, we study therapy, we study even lab works as well too. So naturopaths, we basically do the same thing as an MD, but besides learning about drugs, we learn about natural medicine, how to help patients overcome the issue using the natural route.
And and the viewers probably fed up hear me mention this because I am now a TikTok person as what I watch before I fall asleep, and my For You page these days is filled up with so many suggestions on natural remedies to heal ailments in the body, things like garlic, things like ginger, things like apple cider vinegar. I don't know if that's the turmeric. I don't know if that is along your line of work and stuff, but I know of, I believe that it's not only Panadol and Tylenol are the things that could cure you, and if that is along the lines that that you're working with, I fully support that, because before Panadol and Tylenol, people had to fend and find ways to cure and ease their pain,
Yeah, but we don't go along the line of like garlic and stuff. That is more home. We recommend patients to do it at home. We use something called medicine medica, that is herbal medicine, the medical part of herbs. So we more use herbs that patients, if I call the herbs, might even understand what I'm speaking about.
Yeah.
But we more use those line of herbs, those herbs that you call, those herbs that you mentioned, that is more home herbs. So that is more spices and these things. So persons more aware of these things than the medicine part of herbs. So we more practice with the medicine part of herbs.
Okay.
Chinese medicine, European medicine, different arts, Egyptian medicine, India medicine. So different types of medicine we practice with, even African medicine. We do not practice much with local herbs. We more practice with international herbs because I was trained internationally. So I know about local herbs, but my specialty is more international. And herbal medicine, as I said, was just a topic. I more master the arts of different types of medicine as well too.
Okay, understood. All right. So, is there anything else you would like to say to the guests before we wrap up our segment with you? The viewers,
I will
not the
always
guests.
say, yeah, I always tell clients, patients that your health is your responsibility. Even for the last 2 years, I saw people were forced to take medicine that they don't want. So I always tell persons that your health is your responsibility. It's not the responsibility of no one else but yourself. So whatever decision that you're making, make a very good decision for yourself. Because whatever issues and ailments that you are dealing with, you alone have to go through it, no one else. Through the mental stress, the suffering, the tiredness, the sick feeling, you alone have to go through that, no one else. So make sure that put your health first, God first, then health, and anything else could come after that.
Dr. Lewis, thank you very much for that. I want you to let the CUTT members know and the non-CUTT members feel envious to know, what do CUTT members get as their package discount when they use your clinic services?
All right, so all CUTT members get the gift of health. So we give 10% off. Once you tell us that you are a CUTT member, we give you 10% off of all services in our clinic. That will be the live and dry blood. That will be the body scan, the full body scan. That will be all our detox system, our chiropractic work, our lab work. Everything that our clinic have to offer, you get 10% off of that. And the good thing about our clinic, we have our own in-house lab. So we do all our testing, everything there. So you don't have to go to another location. Everything is being done in one location, one place. So when it comes to finding an issue, we have all the resources to find that issue. All you need to do is just make an appointment.
Just make an appointment. How can they contact you to make that appointment?
Right, so you contact us at the numbers on the screen here. That's 233-2810. That's our office number. And our WhatsApp number is 328-4176. So with our WhatsApp number, it's networked on all the PCs at the clinic. So as soon as you send us a WhatsApp on that number, we will see a message and we will respond to your message.
All right, Dr. Louis, I think you have more than answered and satisfied our questions, my questions. If the viewers have any other questions to you, I know they will be reaching out to you either on WhatsApp or on that number that you provided. I want to thank you for coming on board as a CUTT business affiliate. Your health is your wealth. Your health is critical, like you mentioned, and we have so many people who cannot access good healthcare service in this country. I'm not going to go down that road about what happens in our healthcare, but it's good to know that
it's
very scary. But it's good to know that as a private entity that you're offering these services, and on top of that offering a lovely discount where people don't have to pay an arm and a leg just to keep their health in check. So we appreciate you. We appreciate you being a business affiliate, and we look forward to you reaping the benefits of that. We hope an enormous amount of business comes your way. Like I said, you mentioned chiropractor, and I immediately felt like I needed an adjustment. I keep saying that this show is more for me than anybody else because I've been meeting and learning about so many different services that I can access as a CUTT member. And again, thank you for being on board and being a part of this business affiliate family.
You're welcome. You take care. You're doing a fantastic job.
Thank you very much, Dr. Lewis. All right, so we just had Dr. Lewis from the, and I didn't write down the name of the clinic, Louis Health Clinic, and tremendous amount of services that he's offering. We're so lucky to have this growing number of people coming on board our business affiliate family. We are going to take a quick break. We're coming back soon with our next guest in studio. Stay tuned for that.
Darren's Air Conditioning Services. Professional services at affordable prices. They have air conditioning units starting at $2,700 with free delivery, installation, and Wi-Fi ready. We supply Pioneer, Lennox, Comfy, and Infinity, all at unbeatable prices. Servicing of a 12,000 BTU at only $150. Don't forget to check them out on Google, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. So contact Darren's Air Conditioning Services at 749-8245. Darren's Air Conditioning Services. Professional services at affordable prices.
Trinity Lighting welcomes you to our store
at 123 Western Main Road, St. James.
Trinity Lighting carries a wide range of bulbs such as incandescent, halogen, CFL, and LEDs for any application. We are specialized in light bulbs and parts for medical, marine, residential, and commercial use. Contact us today at 868-628-8373. Our professional team is ready to assist you with all your lighting needs.
Arichel Homes, a loving, safe, caring senior care living facility where your family becomes our family. Our experienced caregivers are trained and overseen by our registered nurse who has years of experience in psychiatric nursing and working with geriatrics. We provide a safe living environment for your loved ones. Come and visit us. We are located at 4 Roads in Diego Martin. Arichel Homes, we are family. View us on Facebook, Arichel Homes. Contact us at 684-2873 or 468-3186.
We are back and we have live in studio with us Mr. Robert Charles, who is the head of operations and logistics at Alcorp Bodyguard Security Services. Welcome to the program, Mr. Charles.
Good afternoon, and good afternoon to your viewers as well.
All right, I must say that when you walked in, I felt extremely intimidated, and if your bodyguards have this intimidating posture as you, then I think you're already running a top 5-star class business. I mean, in the seriousness, the professionalism. I want to hear all about Alcorp Bodyguard Security Services.
Good afternoon to the
CUTT members.
membership.
Yes.
Right. Well, in short, we fall under the security industry, of course. Unfortunately, these days are very heavy in Trinidad and Tobago, security-wise, and we go into the festive season of Christmas. Alcorp has been established since 2015 by Mr. Jovan Allen, and the thing about it is we would have met while we were studying. So he is experienced in reference to security both in the regiment, regimental services of Trinidad and Tobago, and the police service, which he still presently serves. What was founded is in the company we decided to move away from this traditional, Good. Hear me now? Yes. We moved away from the traditional concept of what the security services were offering, being a small company, and we really found ourselves more pegged within the what we call bodyguard training. It's more of we went into these programs and then recognized the importance of it. Now, it's a little disparity because it's executive protection, bodyguard. It's used interchangeably. However, the bottom line is really about security. Securing your asset, just in case maybe a person, in reference to the other services we offer would be assets to persons' homes. They want information on how to better secure their homes. If you have an event, you want to have persons who are trained. Now, you do have security, as everyone would know. When you have a detail that is trained on the level of what we are talking about, what we've been able to put together, you're dealing with one manpower that is highly trained. you are required to have the decorum. I'm sorry if I would have been very intimidating in the first part.
No,
of
that's
it.
a good thing based on the service that you're
However,
in.
at the level of what we're dealing with bodyguards and executive protection, one has to be eloquent, discipline is the highest level. You have to have a high communicative skill, because sometimes we are moving with either one person, or what we call a one-on-one, or we have to function with a team, and you still must communicate with your principal being the person, in the case of persons or groups. Challenging, yes. Most persons, they get into the, let's just say, the hype of one having a security detail with them or person. And you know, the bodyguard gives a kind of a hype.
Yeah.
However, the interest and the priority is to get that principal to their required space or event and back to their homes safely. So we are not supposed to be recognized as much. We're supposed to be in a much of a gray area.
Okay.
As hard as it is in Trinidad, because it's a small place and people will, like you rightly said, based on our build, and the personnel that we use are all out of Trinidad and Tobago's military type service or police. We did not select just the average person to come into our company.
Yeah.
What we wanted was persons who already have the experience, and that experience is critical, because the event that you may be treating with while you're doing your job, you will be required and tested calm, response, critical thinking and awareness. These are some of the attributes that we look for, and these are some of the attributes that we drive. So a small company coming up, we are growing, and we are reaching out to the CUTT membership. We know we're going to go into Christmas, that's a surety. And then of course everybody's been bragging about this mother of all carnivals. And from time to time we do have persons who want that additional protection to and fro where they're going. And yes, the nice thing is that Trinidad and Tobago has a lot of trained persons, and they do have a lot of us out there. It's unfortunate that sometimes there are dark clouds over the industry, as we're experiencing now. What we also do at Alcorp is personnel training for other security companies. That will be in non-lethal, things like battle, discipline, fitness training. I myself have a lot of background in tactical fitness over 20 years, so we bring that catch as an additional service. When we deploy persons though, let's just say, I won't totally confess it's totally armed. I'll use the word non-lethal and other options. That is, of course, is based on what risk and what we may have to treat with. And that is the core aspect of what being a personal protector, executive protection, in brackets bodyguard, and Alcorp is set to bring that to the table. We also do risk assessment management and services. So that means if you have let's say a home, you want to decide how do I heard you talking about your dog earlier on your backspace. Nice to know you have a dog. Dogs are good protectors.
Oh, I wouldn't count this dog as a pet. He's literally a 1 foot multi-poo.
It's not about the size of the dog, it's the alert that the dog brings. I mean, we're dealing with a hurricane season, and from time to time you have power outages. Some homes have backup powers, most don't.
Yeah.
Your dog is action alarm. Your dog actually senses things that the computer won't sense.
Okay.
And that in itself, I will encourage anybody who has dogs, one, be responsible in how you keep them, responsible in how you fence your place and make sure, because we are hearing also bad side effects of dog owners, which is not good. But a dog is a very good start. It's affordable. I mean, you have to feed them or her, pet them and give them some love as well, which is some investment. But a dog is a good start.
Okay.
And what Alcorp also do is incorporate this type of things to our clients. Why? Not everybody could probably afford a full-scale security system, and they think it's so expensive to protect your home or even when you go out there. For Christmas, advert to persons, women, pay attention to your surroundings, particularly coming out of the shopping malls. And the men, we know, us men, we believe we can handle everything. No, training still requires a sense of alertness, and common sense is the best guard. We advise that at Alcorp. We've seen situations what could have been avoided. If you have to leave the event, it's sometimes the best thing to do. You don't need to stay back just to prove your point that you're the man of the show.
Yeah.
If it tends to be people don't like to leave early. And sometimes leaving early could have also avoided the additional traffic and putting yourself at risk, particularly if you're women coming home after work, after a function. We know we have things like ride shares, and we have these things, utilize it. The trick with security, it starts with the person. In the case of the extension would be to your property, it still starts with you. And your level of awareness works best. Then you bring in people like us, specialists like us who would have done this work, been in the fields and trenches, and the advice is not always easy to swallow, but it works. And that's what Alcorp is bringing to the table. And don't forget, we're offering 20% to your membership going through the Christmas into Carnival season.
I see that you're offering a whopping 20% off, and this is 20% off of everything that's listed
Services
here.
are going in there, yes. I asked Mr. Allen if he was sure what you were saying, and he said yes, he wants to do it that way.
Nice.
Because you're dealing with the economy as well. We're also looking at the economic factors. We are not a company that's going to say only a particular top-end clientele we treat with. No. In a real-world society, the simplest of person deserves security. The state is designed to do only so much, and we are saying that information, I'm speaking to you now, that is the start. And then people could understand, well, you know, I can't do this, but I can do that. And that might be just what you need to put you in a safer space. And that's really what it's about.
You mentioned something earlier that is so important, and I have been guilty of that myself.
What's that?
Not being aware of my surroundings, taking things for granted, especially in the crazy times that we live in. I was recently walking through Port of Spain. That's something I don't do quite often much, well, these days.
Right.
And I had to go into town, and I was walking, and I'm a busy person. I'm always on my phone, and I was literally walking and typing, and somebody had to stop me and say, I saw him watching me when I walked down, and when I was walking back up, he stopped me. He's like, Mom, I don't mean to be rude, but just letting you know what you're doing there.
Well,
it's not a safe thing at all. As a female, you face down, and I'm like, you know, in the back of my mind, I was thinking it. But again, we take so many things for granted. Somebody could have literally come and just slap that phone out of my hand and just gone.
Well, it's nice to know that you're admitting to such.
Yeah, I'm admitting that I do some nonsense sometimes, and it's good to have a reminder and have people pull you up, because I don't take that as, you know, you being fast and out of place. I take that as somebody looking out for my own well-being, because you never know. You honestly never know.
We have a saying in Alcorp when we having fun conversations. The perpetrators of crime, they do it right. They do their homework. They always do their homework. I mean, give them that. The reason why they're making those attempts is because they have a funny belief that they can actually do that and get away with it. So they're doing their homework. Persons on the opposite side being us, the law-abiding citizens, we should do ours. And the cell phone, unfortunately, is the most blamed apparatus in today's. We can't do without it, let's face it. That level of addiction is not something that's one-sided. Everybody's part and parcel of it. However, one has to be able to detach that. That is the greatest confession that you would have made. And Christmas is going to have last-minute texts. Don't forget to pick up this. The other guilt that I will see in the malls, females who are driving, they would sit in the car, and now you're stretching through your bags. You want to sit in your vehicle, secure if you have passengers, children and such, start moving as soon as possible. The longer you sit in that car, you are making yourself even more vulnerable. Time it takes to put on a seat belt, put on the ignition, whether it be a push start or a simple key turn. When you are startled, you will not believe that simple push button ignition just disappeared from your dashboard. So it is not to say that the cell phone is entirely the fault. It is how we, the human beings, have taken to these things and made it such a priority that it takes away our sixth sense. We were all born with this. I mean, 20 years ago, before we had cell phone, we had pagers. We would go to, you had to make a phone call somehow. We didn't have these things. Crime was still going on. It has only changed and evolved because of the technologies affording us. So we must be evolving to protect ourselves. That's how Alcorp looks at it from that perspective. I mean, I could sit down for hours and tell you how much things we've seen in this short space of time.
I can imagine.
And although Trinidad and Tobago is going through a lot of the gun crimes, my advice to persons is you could buy back the cell phone and you can replace certain items that they asked for. We are trained. The staff at Alcorp has gone through firearms training. I can say with no fear, we are still not bulletproof. So our advice to the public who will be viewing this program, do not feel that you can do something so fast and so quick if you're not trained. Even the trained ones like ourselves, we do double take on that situation, assess it, can we? And if not, we know what we have to do otherwise. It is not something that is a hardcore, all these star movies and the bodyguard movies and all this thing has a lot of theatrics and virtual reality. Well, the reality is we don't get to press reset if we lose somebody, and you don't press reset if it's tragic. So take it from that perspective as the advice going forward, but it'll be a good Christmas. Rainy but good.
With ALCOP on our side, I am sure it will be. They're offering bodyguard, guard security services, security risk assessment services, and security personnel training. And from what we just got, there's some nice free advice as well on how we can secure our person, our property for this upcoming Christmas season. I also see their personnel hold military and law enforcement backgrounds, foreign-based skills trained executive protection, non-lethal and other options, logistics and management. These are just some of their services, and I love this. What I am assuming is going to be your motto or your slogan, to serve with pride, dignity and professionalism.
And the reason why we put professionalism, we had to look at our culture.
Yes.
When one becomes a executive protector or bodyguard, there's that acronym there that we tend to slip on, and those that make it in the industry like where we are, confidentiality and the privacy of your asset is paramount, with the exception to if there has, let's say, legalities by the law. That information must be kept at the highest level of privacy. That is the actual reason why we became executive protectors, to make sure that your information is there. So this is not a talk thing. It's not about you don't want to interact with people. I do interact with people from time to time. I can carry on a very cordial, and then you'll ask, so what about X or Y? And I'm saying, what are you talking about? And there's where you switch off. This is the difference.
So I can't come and ask you, because my next question was going to be, as a professional bodyguard service, I'm going to assume that you would have dealt with some nice famous people who in the past, local
not me directly. My clientele I've had one or two locals in my other industry, my other skill set. I have had artists, politicians on both sides of the fence in my other practice, yes, and the same thing rings. However, very controversial in the political arena as well. That has to be maintained, even to the strictest form with me. It's maintained in my household. That is not discussed. General, maybe, but your information has to be held. Now, why is that? You've noticed in our society, we're doing meetings and people are leaking information. Your identity theft is a monumental infraction on one's privacy. And if you've ever lost anything with your identity, if you think the criminal aspect of rape is already a bad thing, think of a global market having all your information, your credit card numbers, your privacy, who is in your family, where do you go, how do you go. It's the most, you feel naked, empty. Transparency went out the door. So that confidential, we have to train the person to understand. People will get vexed with you. So you couldn't tell me X. That is what Trinidad is. We fet, we interact, we have good times, we talk. When one is looking at this field, at this level,
keep your mouth shut.
Yes, you learn to talk, but information
is kept
one of the
private.
late presidents of the United States, John F. Kennedy's greatest tack, himself and Robert Kennedy, was conversation. And they would conversate with their meetings of political rivals and such. And those cordial conversations, one wouldn't understand how much information was passed there. If you listen to today's international news, Justin Trudeau has found himself in some problems with the Chinese authorities because they had a confidential behind the door meeting, and then he goes and leaks it to his media. And he's saying that in Canada, it's about free information and such. While that might be the Canadians' way, you had a meeting
Chinese
in a space behind a door. And that door was supposed to be held, the information was supposed to be held at a protocol and an understanding. And therefore, if that is breached, then what trust you're talking about in reference to your protection. And the same thing that happens in executive protection. I agree, some people will drop the ball. ALCOP aim is not to do that. We have to hold the line. As uncomfortable as it might be, we also have clients where we have to turn down. If you want to hire a company at our standard, we are saying this is what you need to do and this is what we should be doing for your best interest. It cannot be that you just want us to be there for fun, because it's a serious business. And you want to go here and there, and we just have to follow. You don't say, listen, I need a bodyguard for tomorrow. It doesn't work that way. We need to interview, assess, and find the best partner for that client that could partner in protecting them and getting them to and from, as I said in the beginning of the discussion, to your event or venue and back to your space safely. And we equally like to go back home to our home safely as well. We don't really want fallen bodies.
I know.
Trinidad, it's a small place, but yes, this is happening already. That's always been going on. It's just now with security being more of a concern. And the world is shrunk. And we have a lot of persons who are qualified, and they want our services as well.
Well, I was about to say that from when you think bodyguard service, you think like especially executive bodyguard service, you think you have to be somebody famous or somebody important. I'm guessing that is definitely not the case. So who are the kind of people that you think can reach out?
Let me give you an example. You have persons who may feel they're under threat. Now, funny enough, when we talk about that in reference to things like restraining orders with persons who are threatened. However, you can't have a service like that for a period of time, just to make sure that it is done in a certain way. It is not always about you have to be a celebrity, but again, it has to be assessed. You don't just take that job saying, well, okay, for example, would you just go in this swimming pool and jump in the deep end of the pool? You're not a swimmer, but you just don't do that. It's the same thing with personal protection. It's assessed, the risk is assessed, and based on that assessment, then you put the relevant infrastructure in place, and then you apply for those operations so that it's delivered at the highest level and the most efficient level.
All right, Mr. Charles, we had a very lengthy session with you. I was very intrigued. I mean, I have never sat across somebody as important as you, I would say, because I mean, you in your line of work, I am assuming you would have dealt and met with some very important people. I think some of the knowledge that you imparted outside of these services that you offer today is something I think that we can definitely benefit from. You have a minute to say anything in closing. That's your camera there. Look straight at it and talk to the viewers if you would like.
ALCOP is representing the industry from a different perspective, and going forward, we do, as much as we specialize in more in the personal protection and the what we call bodyguard type services, we do offer the risk management assessments, we do offer the personal training. So if you do have a security company and you want your personnel to be better trained to represent your company, because we are all in the same industry, ALCOP welcomes that contact. For the viewing public, we extend the Yuletide to be happy, safe, and we also, the 2 points I gave out to the women, be conscientious and be aware when you're going to do your shopping. To the men, even though you're lining in groups, based on what we're seeing and the trajectory, not to be a hero and to be more cautious in how you go about your business. And I'm going to say good night, and again, nice Christmas coming forward.
Thank you for that, Mr. Robert Charles. We certainly appreciated having you on the program, and we hope that anybody who's interested in utilizing or securing these services, that you will reach out to ALCOP Bodyguard Security Services at 712-0213. Of course, that number is up on the screen. They're also located on our CUTT Discounts website. If you are or you know anybody who would be interested or would benefit from these services, reach out to ALCOP. Mr. Charles and his team would certainly be happy to put your security in their hands. Thank you. And we're going to take a quick break before we come back with our last guest before we wrap up the program. We'll be right back.
JC Men Gen Couture and Studio 52, your one-stop shop that meets all your needs. From men's clothing to women's fashion, it's all here under one roof. This is Shopping Galore and Fashion with a Difference at Studio 52. Come visit us. We're located at Penco Street, Chaguanas, or call us today at 1-868-775-1747.
Darren's Air Conditioning Services. Professional services at affordable prices. They have air conditioning units starting at $2,700 with free delivery, installation, and Wi-Fi ready. We supply Pioneer, Lennox, Comfy, and Infinity, all at unbeatable prices. Servicing of a 12,000 BTU at only $150. Don't forget to check them out on Google, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. So contact Darren's Air Conditioning Services at 749-8245. Darren's Air Conditioning Services. Professional services at affordable prices.
Trinity Lighting welcomes you to our store
at 123 Western Main Road, St. James.
Trinity Lighting carries a wide range of bulbs such as incandescent, halogen, CFL, and LEDs for any application. We are specialized in light bulbs and parts for medical, marine, residential, and commercial use. Contact us today at 868-628-8373. Our professional team is ready to assist you with all your lighting needs.
Richard Homes, a loving, safe, caring senior care living facility where your family becomes our family. Our experienced caregivers are trained and overseen by our registered nurse who has years of experience in psychiatric nursing and working with geriatrics. We provide a safe living environment for your loved ones. Come and visit us. We are located at 4 Roads in Diego Martin. Richard Homes, we are family. View us on Facebook, Richard Homes. Contact us at 684-2873 or 468-3186.
We are back, and that was it for our guests in studio and online. Unfortunately, we could not get Alvin Matthew from Beanie's Empire and Maxi and Taxi Services, but I'm pretty sure we're going to reschedule him for the next week. I do want to shout out one of our newest business affiliates, DCS Hardware, located on 8th 2nd Street, Barataria. CUTT members get 5% off. They offer quality goods at affordable prices. Here the customer is important. Satisfaction and service and satisfaction can't be beaten. They sell corrugated steel, cement, ply, pine, concrete blocks, BRC, and lots more. If you would like to get or purchase any of these services, they have you covered from foundation to finish. The number is 303-7630. That's DCS Hardware. CUTT members get 5% off. I'd also like to take this opportunity to say welcome DCS Hardware to the CUTT Business Affiliate family. All right, so we just have about I love when the applause comes and I wasn't even expecting it. David just has this show covered from start to finish. We have about 5 more minutes, and I would like to take this opportunity to remind you all that we have CUTT merchandise on sale. David make me happy, now I'll make him happy. I remind you that we have CUTT merch on sale. We have Stronger Together. Those are $2.99. Keep yourself warm and bundled in the office, in the gym, by purchasing and supporting the Citizens Union team in what we do. We also have polos that sell for $200 and t-shirts that sell for $100. Support the CUTT Business Affiliate family. support the CUTT family, which extends to the legal arm, the activist arm, and the altruistic arm, where we do hampers and give away these hampers to our members and as well non-members who sometimes come to us and can benefit from your generosity, your purchase of a t-shirt, your membership, your coming on board as a business affiliate member. Yes, that is where the money is spent. That's where it goes. It's not a profit for me. It is literally recycled through the organization. It's recycled to help others in and outside of the organization, and for us to do all that we do. I want to also remind you, if you would like to sign up to be a member, because you heard tonight of all the wonderful discounts that are being that are available to Citizens Union members. If you would like to sign up, reach out to our membership team on 486-2888. That number again is 486-2888. If you would like to join the business affiliate family, you would like to be a part of our BA program, you would like to offer deals and discounts in exchange for your membership, in exchange for being listed on our website, in exchange for us running your ads on programs like these on our pages, on all of our WhatsApp and broadcast groups, which reach hundreds, tens of thousands of people. One of our pages alone has well over 115,000 people on it. That is how wide we broadcast. You may be watching this on a page that is one of 20-something other pages that are broadcasting this program live to you right now. We are on multiple platforms: Facebook, Facebook Watch, YouTube. We will soon be on Instagram and TikTok, so look out for us there. Of course, that is a great place to advertise, and if you would like to get that lovely free advertising, and I say free advertising because the cost of your membership and the advertising that you get pays for your membership 10 times over, reach out to our business affiliate team leader. That's Heidi Silver on 374-8747. Sahai, Anna, Dwayne, and team will be happy and eager to welcome you on board the CUTT family. Christmas is coming up. Look out for deals and discounts available to you as business affiliate partners, as well as available to you as CUTT individual members. Of course, if you would like to find out a list of all of our service providers, all of the products and services that our business affiliate members offer, check out our website on cuttdiscounts.com. That is CUTT discounts plural.com. We just have a few minutes, and I would like to take this time to thank again our three guests who were in studio. Mr. Arun Lal, the owner of VMAD Design Concepts, that's VMAD Design Concepts. His number is 686-8664. He's offering 15% off. I'd like to also thank Mr. Louis Herbal. I forgot his name, but Louis Herbal came on. They are offering 10% off of all their services. We also just had Mr. Robert Charles from Alcob Bodyguard Services. They are offering a whopping 20% off. Thank you for being part of the business affiliate family. Thank you, the viewers, for watching this program every Thursday. Stay safe. We will be back next Thursday for another riveting program. Take care.